All right. Thank you,
Hello,
Shreya.
sir.
Yeah,
Hi,
you
sir. Good
are
afternoon.
audible and visible as well. Good afternoon, Shreya. All right. Thank you so much for attending this success story session. Highly appreciated. All right, Shreya, a quick introduction about yourself to the audience.
Hi, sir. Hi, everybody. I am Shreya Raj. I belong to Patna, Bihar, and I have done my class 10th and schooling from Patna only. Then I went to Kolkata to pursue my BTech from Techno India University, and I graduated in June 2024. I got an overall CGPA of 8.23. After that, I was so much skeptical and confused about which line to go with because there are many courses also available. So there was one mentor, Nikhil sir. So he is also an alumni of DataMites only. Right now he's working as an NLP engineer at Renault. So he only suggested me DataMites and told me to pursue the data science course. So based on his suggestion only, I had no idea of data science at all. He only suggested me, so I came to Bangalore, and I came to Bangalore in January 2024. So it was a 8-month program, course plus internship. So that's how it went. After completing my course, I also interned at Rubik's also.
All right. So, how was the overall experience?
It was so good, sir. I understood the difference between online and offline classes. In offline classes, mentors and teachers were there, so they were guiding like so much. When they were doing the code, then they were also telling all of us to do the code and show it to us. So it was good. I made friends also. So it was good. I thought how will I live in Bangalore because this is the first time I'm coming to Bangalore from Patna to Kolkata then Bangalore. But it was a good experience. I learned many things.
All right. So, currently, you work somewhere?
No, sir.
All right. So,
Yesterday only I got placed actually.
okay, so what company have got placed?
Kingsmen Reality.
All right. So, what that company is all about?
So it's a real estate company. It's a broker kind of company. They suggest properties like 1 BHK, 2 BHK to its
All right.
clients.
All right.
So
All right.
my role,
I got it. I was about to ask that what kind of JD or the description of the job was there?
okay, so I got placed as an AI developer. So what I have to do is build and deploy machine learning and AI models, chatbots as well. So the JD was all about that you should be efficient in Python, machine learning, AI
All right.
like that.
All
So,
right. So, what kind of question they asked basically when in the interview? It's a domain specific, right? The real estate thing. So, what
yes,
exact questions? Hmm.
sir, actually, it was a drive. People from many institute came. So we were around 30, 40 people up there. So
Mm-hmm.
they conducted 2 to 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And coding and technical questions were asked about projects, about Python. They gave code to write.
Mm-hmm.
And from ML and deep learning also questions were asked.
ML and deep learning also they have asked.
Yeah.
So, what was the level of the questions?
It was good. Like if you know the mathematics and how our machine learning models basically working, so you could answer them. And coding was also like basics only, but your fundamental should be clear. So it was like
Did
that.
they focus on the mathematics of the models as well, or just about how to implement it?
No, sir, implementation. They were like more focused towards are you able to implement it or not. They also told me to write code of the implementation as well. So
Okay, so the kind of pseudocode they asked you to write,
yeah, like a workflow basically. They asked that
workflow.
how will you build a model? Yeah,
Did they ask any scenario-based questions?
no, sir.
No, so they were straight. So what exactly is the title that they have given to you? AI,
Yeah, Python and AI developer.
Python and AI developer. All right.
Yeah,
So you said that they focused on Python. They focused on
yeah.
uh, you know machine
Deep
learning and its
learning
working
mostly.
and pipelines and everything. So I just want to know that whatever preparation that you had done with the help of Python, because Python or machine learning or statistics, these are all oceans, right? There's no end to it. You just learn,
Yeah.
learn, and learn. So, what do you suggest to the
Yeah.
people that at what level we have to study and understand about this subject?
Okay, if I'll say about Python, don't rush because I also face so many problems in Python personally. So you have to start with a very basic, start with very basic code, prime number, factorial, like try to print that. And don't just memorize, try to understand the logic behind how a prime number is being printed. Try different cases of that. So questions were not like tough. He asked me questions from string. So questions were not tough, but your basic and fundamental should be clear. So you need practice. Just don't remember Python. Just don't read it like theory. Try
Hmm.
to practice, and you can practice like top 50 question, top 100 question from basic, and I would say focus on your basic first.
All right. So first we have to focus on the basic. That is something which is very, very important. So I want one more question that comes in my mind, because one thing we often say that whenever we talk about a data scientist as such, we talk about that at least we should be good intermediate in Python.
Yes,
So
yes.
I mean, you do you think that this is something which is good about to say that intermediate is required or the basic is required? What do you think? What's your opinion?
So you don't have to like study whole data structures and all because that is not required in data science.
Hmm,
But we do code in pandas sometime. For
hmm.
machine learning also we need many libraries. So you should know at least how to import those libraries. Like there are certain libraries. So you should at least know them. And so first round only in many companies are Python only. So they won't go very deep in Python, but basic codes of string list, like the data structure of Python, string list, tuple, they would go into those. String is, I think, I faced in many interviews. They were asking question from string.
Okay,
So
so that's what it is, right? Like you don't have to go to the DSA part of
these,
subject.
yeah, you
You
don't.
you but you have to understand at least till the intermediate or whatever is there in the
Yeah.
part of your curriculum. That is something which is very, very important. All right. The next question from my side itself. How do you think SQL is important? How much do you think?
Okay, so my for mock interview, data might conduct mock interviews in order to understand whether you are ready for the actual interviews or not. So my first interview, I got rejected in data mites because of SQL only. I did not focus much on SQL part, so it didn't got cleared the very first time. So SQL, you should know the queries. There are some very famous question like uh, derive the second highest employee or group by order by differences, can we use order by without group by, like these are the questions they are asking in interviews. So first go through the theory part of SQL because it is like little vast. So first just complete that and then try to write queries, start from creating a basic table, then database, like that you can do. But they didn't
Cool.
ask, yesterday they didn't ask about SQL, but in many interviews they ask.
Depends, but in many other
Yeah.
interviews, because this is, I have personally seen this has become one of the very common kind of questions to analyze how well you understand the data, and especially in the
Yes.
data type science. We have few
Yeah.
questions, Shreya. One Supriya has asked that, how did you prepare your resume, and did you get any help from the data mice placement team?
Yeah, data might help me a lot. I think 4 to 5 times, they told me to modify it because every time I was missing out something in the resume. So there's a placement assistance team or data mites which help us to like make the resume. You have to make it on your own, but you can send it to the team and they will just check it out that what are the details you are missing out, and then they will finalize it. So they help me for the resume. Try to add more projects, like project details you need to add instead of writing hobbies and languages known. Like these are the details. If you skip also, it's fine. Try to make it concise, short, and detailed, and focus on the projects. Like it should be descriptive. Data Knights also told me to write projects in a more detailed way because companies see what you have done and what tech you have worked. So projects also.
All right. Um, Anonymous. Okay, we have the anonymous attendee, and the question is that how is the training and curriculum in data mites?
Okay. So I told you that I joined the certified data scientist course. So it
Mm-hmm,
was of 8 months. So
mm-hmm,
from January to June, I think the course went. We
mm-hmm,
started with the fundamentals of data science. Like
mm-hmm,
first 2 to 3 class was data fundamentals. Then Nikhil sir taught us Python. After that, Lakshmi ma'am was there who taught us statistics. So in
mm-hmm,
statistics also they are asking, do not like we don't have to study whole statistics, but there's the topic hypothesis testing. So they are
mm.
asking hypothesis testing in interviews. Like I have faced this question in interview. So
Okay,
after that they taught us machine learning. Then they went into deep learning, convolutional neural network, a little ANN like that. And in the end, they also taught us SQL, Power BI. So this is how the course was done. And when you'll complete your course, they will also give you internship. They'll give you lots of projects, and you can choose from that which project you want to work on. So this is how the course works.
correct. Um, One more question that apart from getting resume building help and placements from the PAT team, did you get any other help? I mean, what kind of other help we can expect apart from getting resume building and placements? All right, your answer.
Okay, so I told you that my first mock interview didn't got cleared.
Mm,
So, like after mock interview, they will give you a constructive feedback, like of all the points where you are missing out, or what is your strength as well as weakness. They will tell. So
mm,
after mock interviews, also they told me that you need to prepare SQL, and you also see the importing of machine learning algorithm. They also asked me to import some of like random forest, like these kind of algorithm. So they told me to like focus on Python also. Theory part is good, but focus on the code also. So they are there until and unless you don't clear the mock, they will
mm,
keep on helping and guiding you.
mm. That's correct.
Yes.
And the next question is the same thing. Have you attended the mock interview from DataMites? I think we have already answered this question. I'm pursuing graduation. Now, will I get placement on the basis of data science? So once you're done with your graduation, at least, because
Yeah.
that's what the benchmark at least for getting a job in the market. So of
Yeah.
course, no matter what, I think his question is that I'm pursuing a graduation. Do I need to have a degree? So I didn't ask Shreya. What's you said that you're from Patna and you did your schooling.
Okay.
Um, so which school did you got your
But
in Patna?
you're asking Camford Public School.
All right, and
10th and 12th I did from Patna.
10th and 12th you did from.
Yes.
So and how about your undergraduation?
Sir, I graduated from Techno India University, Kolkata. So I did BTech
You did the
PUC.
BTech. All right, all right. So this is a very common question that people ask that if I have a graduation degree, any degree, not really to be a BTech, in which stream you have done BTech?
Electronics and Communication.
Electronics and communication. All right, that's good. So, if any degree is there, does it have the alteration or effect in terms of getting job in the field of data science?
I don't think so
I
because
do
the
don't think so.
person, yeah, mentor who suggested me was not from a technical background. So
Correct.
he has done, I think, B.Ed. So he is working at a like NLP engineer right now at
Hmm.
Walmart, and he got this first placement from DataMites only. So
Hmm.
it doesn't depend, but it do depend on your skill, how much projects you have done, how much efficient you are in technical knowledge.
Hmm.
So degree plays a very like small role. It can be ignored.
Actually,
Yeah. If you
actually,
are skilled
actually.
enough, you'll get hired.
Yes, correct. I heard that some interview preparation session is conducted by the placement team. Have you attended that? How is that helpful?
Okay, yeah. So they attend like conduct the interview preparation, like some of the topics, like so they do workshop like that. So on Saturday or Sunday on weekends, basically, they give us Power BI classes or RNN classes. Because one time I told them to conduct a RNN class, so they will conduct like that. What are the trending topics going on in market? So they will be conducting apart from the course. These are the classes which are held on weekends. So
All
yeah,
right.
that's how they help.
So I too had this question. Good that Supriya brought it. Can you please share a few of the questions that has been asked to you in your recent interview?
Okay, so they asked about coding, I told, right? So
Mm,
they asked me to write code of strings,
mm-hmm.
and then they asked me questions from neural networks, machine
Okay.
learning about projects. They told me to explain what are your projects,
Mm-hmm.
and then so no, that's pretty much.
All right.
They were like 2 to 3 rounds because there were many people, so they also had to keep on eliminating and all.
Mm-hmm.
They were taking 2 to 3 rounds. They
Mm.
told me to implement also, and they told me to write it on pen paper also, code and all.
Good. They just wanted to know the pseudo and the how you are going to make everything.
Ah, mhm. Yes.
All right. So right. So we have questions from LinkedIn. Congratulations, Shreya. Deepak also says congratulations to you,
Thank
uh,
you.
student.
He's my father, sir, actually.
Oh, okay. Great. Um, one more, Levis is there. Levi's. I just started my certified data science course with DataMites. All right. So pretty much of congratulations you have got from the
Yeah,
social
thank
media.
you so much, everyone.
Um, whatever the calculations or theory part for a machine learning algorithm, is that enough
Yeah.
for the interviews? Oh, so it's talking about the theory aspect.
So, like, I'm giving you example. If we study linear regression, that is the first algorithm we start with ML. So,
Hmm,
like earlier, I also used to think that just understanding the like implementation and theory is enough. But you need to understand the maths. They won't ask maths in interview. Like they won't tell you to derive or integrate and use the calculus part behind it. But at least for your understanding, you should know it because if you are explaining it in interview, it will give you a upper hand if you know the maths behind it. And
correct.
this much math we have studied earlier, so no need to study other math, but you should know like what is the maths behind those algorithms.
Hmm, correct. All right. Thank you so much, Shreya. I think that's a good amount of talk that we had, and we discussed a lot, many questions. Glad to know about it. All right. That's all from my side for today, Shreya. Well, definitely gonna be in touch someday.
Yes, it's so
All right.
very much.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you so
team.
much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
team. Thank you, Shreya. Thank you, everyone.
Bye bye.